Let's talk about Walmart closing down their stores. Is this really happening or are they transitioning into something else? Let's talk about it.
Attention, any Walmart shoppers still in the store. Store is now closed. Attention, any remaining customers.
But it's happening. Will permanently close next month.
In total, the company announced that 269 store locations will be closed worldwide starting next month. Though most of the store locations are in the United States, a bulk of the store closures will occur in Brazil as well. Included in the restructuring, 102 Walmart Express stores will be closed in the United States, with 154 stores in the U.S. closing altogether. The move will affect 16,000 employees. In other markets, Walmart said it was closing 115 stores in Latin America, including 60 in Brazil.
So this comes as officials with the company continue to pull workers back to its main hubs. So in the memo that was sent to employees, the retailer said it is cutting roles and asking office-based employees in some of its smaller offices to relocate to the company's newly opened headquarters, but did not specify how many workers are being impacted.
Obvious that Walmart is closing down, but we're not sure if Walmart is closing down completely. So how did this giant store gets here? Let's talk about it.
I will be slinging eggs on the corner.
I'm just saying, when you see Walmart closing down stores, because
I didn't even know Walmart was closing stores.
Yeah, they closing. I think they closing like over 600 stores. So when you see Walmart closing stores, I seen an article that Walmart closing stores. So you see that they're closing stores. The first thing that comes to mind is like Walmart closing stores. Like Walmart normally is like, I'm not gonna say that they're good when it comes to recession, but they're one of the few stores that in the last recession
saves.
Corporations fund protests. You have to really wonder what the heck is going on. The No Kings protest that's happening all over America on June 14th, funded by Walmart. Right there, paid for by Christy Walton. Christy Walton is the billionaire heiress of Walmart, worth almost $20 billion. What do you think her end game here is? Like, is she really worried about authoritarianism or human rights abuses? Or is she just after cheap labor? Okay, over 70% of SNAP recipients and Medicaid users were full-time workers, and many of them are from Walmart. The irony is certainly not lost on me that the biggest organized protest against a so-called king is being organized by an oligarch. I mean, I don't think it's by accident that the bottom 50% of China holds twice as much wealth as the bottom 50% of America. Okay, China is the blue line, America is the red line. This should wake a lot of people up. Like, think about it. Why is China, where we get all our cheap goods from, why are they able to pay their workers, but not us? It's almost like they're trying to distract us from everything other than paying people a living wage.
MAGA is in a full-blown crash out, and they are saying that they are no longer shopping with Walmart. Billionaire from the Walmart dynasty has aligned themselves with the No Kings protest. One of the richest women in the world, 76-year-old Christy Walton, took out a full-page ad in the New York Times telling people to go out and to protest Donald Trump. Now, while Christy doesn't make any decisions when it comes to Walmart, nor is she on the Walmart board, the MAGAs across America have decided that because she's aligned herself with that Walmart must pay for this. Christy said that she's in no way in support of any of the things that she's watching Donald Trump do, specifically around taking things away from poor people and from veterans. It's looking like Donnie doesn't have the allegiance of every billionaire in America. And wasn't Walmart the one that said that they were going to raise prices and he told them to eat those tariffs or they was going to come for Walmart? Looks like Walmart's coming first, honey.
What exactly is the reason why Walmart is closing some of their stores? Some people are speculating that the reason why they are closing their stores is because of theft. So many people are stealing from them. Their workers mainly are stealing from them. Some went as far as saying that Walmart is very much aware of what's going on. Of course, it's not new to them. And they did put measures in place to stop that. But people were bypassing those measures and they were still stealing from them. While we have a different group of people speculating that the reason why Walmart is closing down some of their stores is because of the hike in tariff. People are saying that the hike in tariff is hitting those big stores hard. And the fact that Trump has prevented Walmart from increasing their price. Imagine you being a business owner and the cost of production and the products you buy have gone high, but you cannot increase your price. Don't get me wrong. I'm very much aware that Walmart is exploiting people. Walmart is making a lot of money off the people. I'm just speaking for small business owners. So I find it hard to believe that Walmart is closing their store because of theft. Do you know how much they make? And how much can someone steal from one location store? That will make them want to shut down the entire business. So I find it hard to believe that side of the story. Let's watch more videos. Before we move on to watching videos, let's see what people are saying in the comment section. Walmart is upset because if they cut Medicare and benefits, then they won't be able to rely on the government to pay their workers for them. This does make sense. That's all. Let's not get it twisted. None of the billionaires give two F's about us. They are that way from stealing from us, obviously. Obviously, we have the 1%, we have the 3%. Where are they getting their wealth from? The people. Is either directly from the people's pocket or from the natural resources that they have decided to embezzle for themselves alone. MAGA can't afford to boycott Walmart. They need to be for real. Most rural areas don't have other stores anymore. Yeah, I'm very much aware of this. And Walmart has a way of chasing their competitors out of business. Walmart can come to an area newly and their first strategy is to reduce the cost of their products. And then when they end up chasing away their competitors, they hike up their price. Walmart pulls every nasty trick in the book to make employees suffer financially, physically, and emotionally. Walmart is not different from the politicians. Walmart is not different from the billionaires. Of course, it's owned by billionaires. The way they've been treating the masses is not definitely going to be different from how they are treating their workers. It's still the same people, the same circle. What else are you expecting? The same policy, the same rules, the same playbook. Walmart don't care enough about us. They had no problem raising prices, not saying they don't think it's a good idea. Walmart donated to Project 2025. They're all friends. Trump, all the billionaires, they're all friends. Please don't let anyone deceive you. Some of them might come to the public and put up a performance, score the political points just for them to be liked. When they go behind closed doors, they all eat together. They all dine together. So don't let anyone deceive you.
Okay, y'all. So here's today's news, and I knew this was coming soon. But y'all know that Target and Walmart is playing right into Amazon hands. Who goes to Walmart and Target and realize you just going for some deodorant and the case is locked up? Like they locking up everything. So who's getting the sales now? Amazon. We getting tired of going into these stores and the damn Snicker bar is locked up. Like I used to work for Walgreens and we had to lock up the beer. They was going out the stores with baskets full of beer. So now what's going on? They trying to wonder, how is Walmart and Target gonna start securing their stuff? Because Walgreens already announced they about to close 1,200 stores. They got to figure out a way of how they gonna secure their stuff so that customers can come in and buy, or they gonna have to shut down. Then what? We gonna be all buying stuff online. So what do y'all think we could do? What do you think that Walmart and Target can do to keep the people from stealing so we can go in there and shop? Let me know, because this is a real thing.
Welcome to the 9 to 5 Hive, where we talk about workforce drama. So, Walmart confirms it's closing more stores after CEO issued warning over shutdowns amid rise in self-checkout thefts. Now, I'm going to tell you the two reasons on why I think Walmart is shutting down. One, it's because they're not taking care of their employees. So when you do not take care of your employees, the employees do not take care of the infrastructure. No employee that works at Walmart is going to risk his or her life to stop a thief from stealing a flat screen TV or a bag of groceries. Number two, It's inflation. Walmart is trying to find a reason to raise prices. In December, CEO Doug McMillon warned Walmart could close stores and raise prices due to historically high rates of theft at stores. So since Walmart is getting robbed, it's going to rob you now.
I used to work for Walmart. It's theft and loss prevention. They've lost so much money due to theft. Some stores lose up to 15 to 20% of their revenue due to theft. That's a lot. Oh, it does make more sense now if the reason for your closure is theft. But I think there is more to it, and we're going to discuss it further.
Did y'all hear that they said 261 Walmarts are shutting down? Hold on. Now, they said since Walmart is mostly populated in the U.S., a lot of U.S. locations will be shut down. But they're also shutting down Walmarts in Brazil. Most of the Walmarts that are in Brazil are also getting shut down. They said it's due to theft that they're getting stole from and that the inventory is not adding up. They tried to prevent the stealing with the self-checkout and having security at the door, but that was not enough. All the things that they tried to do to prevent the theft did not prevent the theft. Theft kept going on. So now all across America, Walmart is officially shutting down next month. And our whole time, I think it's this month because they said in May. From May 4th, they're going to start shutting down Walmarts. So slowly but surely, every Walmart is starting to shut down. That's why they will not start accepting Apple Pay or doing anything. Even Walmart Plus is already shut down right now as we speak. Personally, I did not think that Walmart was getting stole from that much to where that they was eventually going to have to close down business. Like, you know what I'm saying? I thought Walmart was like $1 billion business. It would never close down. What y'all think about this? Do y'all think they're really getting stole from that much?
Let's read some comments. The theft is their fault because they will let you steal up to $1,200 of inventory. Then they can legally arrest you and they didn't do anything about it. Quite interesting to know. They are probably closing down because they are doing like the rest of the stores. I thought about that. And going online based only because why pay employees to run a store when you can sell online without expenses? This is what makes more sense to me. I don't think people started stealing from Walmart today. They've been stealing for the longest time. And I'm not in any way saying that it's okay for people to steal. No, don't get me wrong. This point makes more sense to me than them saying that they are closing down because of theft. You know, you people aren't thinking about the people that work there, that live here in the United States. They have to have a job, which is making things worse. Right now, people are crying. They don't have jobs, no employment. Imagine the store closing up over 600 locations. What do you think is going to happen to the people that were working there? Definitely, they will become jobless. And they have family to feed. They have people depending on some of them. Live here in the United States that have to have jobs, but I'm kind of glad they are going to close too. They've been feeding us poison long enough and dressing us up in their as clothes. Personally, I think the main reason why Walmart is closing up is because they want to change their strategy, because they have competitors excelling at something else. I mean, they have Amazon. Amazon is selling online. Amazon is not paying so much workers compared to what Walmart is doing. Amazon doesn't have a lot of stores compared to Walmart. So it makes more sense for them to move digital. Stay at home, order your products, then it gets delivered to you. That way, they are going to make more money. Curtail people stealing. I hope the people at the warehouse are not also going to steal, but you cannot compare that stealing to them having stores and people working and steal all the time. Do you get? That way, they're going to make more profit and curb the stealing culture that they've been experiencing with their business. You should also factor in tariff, hike in price, hike in production, hike in wages. That's if they actually do increase wages. What I'm trying to say here is this. Everything has gone high. There's inflation and Donald Trump is telling them not to increase their price. So the best bet for any business owner to do is to go online to cut down on the production costs. And these days, a lot of people prefer shopping online post-pandemic. So that makes things easier for them.
Walmart is famous for affordable prices, but the CEO of the world's largest retailer announced his company will have to start charging you more. That's because of President Trump's tariffs. That's raising new worries about inflation and how it could impact you.
It does come with some breaking news happened just a few moments ago. Walmart now saying it must raise prices to deal with the cost of tariffs. So let's bring in NBC's senior business correspondent, Christine Roman.
The prices are just too on the high side. It's on the high side, especially for middle class, low income earners. It's tough. When you have 2-3 children.
It began with a whisper, then exploded like a freight train. The company that built its empire on Made in America, shelves, low prices, and heartland loyalty is now facing a crossroads that no one in Washington saw coming. Walmart, the world's largest retailer, just fired a shot back at Donald Trump's tariff war, and the fallout is seismic. The headlines told one story, but what happened behind closed doors? That is where everything unraveled. Because while Walmart has not shut down all of its US stores, it has just made a move that signals something far more dangerous. A pivot, a realignment, and a very loud message to Donald Trump. Your tariffs are bleeding us dry, and we are done waiting.
It's obvious that Walmart is closing down not because of the theft alone, but more because of the tariff, the hiking tariff. They are not closing down permanently, but they are re-strategizing. They are also considering sourcing their product not from the US, as they did before. They are looking for ways to cut down on production, and who knows, they might decide to use AI for delivery after they've successfully gone online.
Amazon and Walmart are exploring launching their own stablecoins. Holy smokes. Yeah, two of the biggest companies in the world are also on board with crypto and launching their own stablecoins. That is incredibly bullish. Guys, the decentralized finance market, or DeFi, is going to absolutely explode, and then all the other sectors are going to follow as well. But DeFi is going to be the first mover, and right now, retail is nowhere to be found. And guess what? At some point, everyone and their freaking grandma is going to want to invest in DeFi, knowing that the world is using it, knowing that institutions are using it, knowing that our own dang government is backing stable coins as well. So after, DeFi explodes, all other sectors are going to explode as well. AI, gaming, real world assets. It's going to happen. We will have a super cycle. You have been warned.
So I just want you to take a minute. I want you to read this, and then I'll talk about the next part. So if you've been paying attention to the ongoing trends when it comes to corporations and their downsizing, many of them are downsizing their human force and replacing them with computer, right? Or AIs. What does that mean for the future of your children? You should be concerned. If you go into predominantly white areas, they are actually properly preparing these children for the future. They're learning things like coding, right? They're learning 3D printing. They're learning robotics. And in black and brown communities, our children are not being prepared for the jobs of the future. They're being prepared for the jobs of the past. And as we're seeing, the jobs of the past are being taken on by computers because corporations are starting to realize, why would I pay a human $15 an hour when I can pay a computer $0? And still be able to pay my investors and still make a profit and not have to share that profit with the working. What do you need to do as a parent to ensure that your child does not end up on the short end of the stick when we talk about being impoverished and not being prepared for the future? Find programs in your community that are focused on robotics and computing. Right? I know a lot of parents will tell me things like, my child is not interested in that. I'm going to be very, very honest with you. As the adult, you need to make a conscientious decision. Even if your child at this moment decides that they do not want to be a coder or they do not want to be in computing, they still need these skills. Why? Because later in life, these skills are assets, right? It's not degrees, folks, that make a lot of money. It's a skill set. And if your child has these skills already going out of high school, the probability of them having to go to a 4-year university, waste their time, get all these loans, and then be in debt minimizes. Let's start being forward thinking instead of being reactive at the end of the day, because our students need us now, because the future is changing now and not later.
Well, guys, it's happening way earlier than we expected, as AI is now taking over delivery services, specifically Amazon delivery services. we thought would be in 2075 is happening in 2025. Reportedly, Amazon is developing a robot that will be able to deliver door to door, just like the delivery drivers at Amazon. They'll be able to deliver door to door, just like this robot, while also driving an electric vehicle, an AI vehicle. And walk up steps. They'll do it efficiently. We have officially entered into a Black Mirror type world. And I know we've been there, but this right here is insane. And then let's not think about all the jobs that are going to be lost after this becomes a success. I say this all the time, but technology is one of those things that once you figure it out, it becomes easy. Meaning once they get the formula, now it's time to mass produce. Once they get the formula for this to work, it's not going to take dozens of years for them to pull it out. It's going to take literally a year or two. That's the scariest part about technology. Remember in the book of Daniel, chapter 12, verse 4. Now remember when God was speaking in the book of Daniel in chapter 12, verse 4, he said, "But for you, Daniel, shut up the words and seal the book, even until the time of the end. Many shall run to and fro, and knowledge will be increased." We are seeing knowledge increased on a different level. But here's the thing. Once it increases, that's why it pushes it forward. How long it took to get to the first electric car? And then now look how many is on the road. That's what I'm saying. Once they get the formula, it's OD, it's over with. This is scary times. And I'm telling you, AI is they're about to take over. Remember, Elon Musk said by 2040, which is only 15 years from now, robots are going to outnumber humans on the earth. Not in the United States, but in the world.
It is very scary to hear that, and it's very important for you as a human to have the necessary skills. If you've chosen to live in this planet, you should be up to date with what is going on. And as the world evolves, you should also evolve with your skills. You should be in tune with what is happening around you. For example, we are talking about AI. We are talking about robots. If you want to be current when all these things starts rolling out, you need to have those skills and wait ahead so you don't end up being hungry. You don't end up being out of job because AIs, robots are taking people's job. And if you're the kind of person that wants to be employed, you want to work physical, it's going to be very difficult for you. So it's important for us to be aware of the time we are in, because this time we are in, it's all about technology. Think ahead, learn the necessary skills. I just finished talking about Walmart closing up stores. What do you think happened to the workers? Walmart closed over 600 stores. What do you think happened to those workers? They've automatically become jobless. Even if Walmart chooses to pay them some amount of money, that money will definitely finish. And what is going to happen afterwards? I do believe that some of those people, they've got families depending on them. They've got people depending on them to feed. So for you to get ahead, for you to not get stuck, for you to not be left behind, you need to update your skills as the world is evolving. Evolve with your skills, evolve with the world. Businesses and stores are going online. Everyone is moving online because it is cost effective. What are you going to do when you don't have anyone to employ you in a physical job? It's either you learn skills like I already said, or you own your own business, and who knows, you might be part of the people using AI to run their business. So level up.
Something crazy is happening in retail, and you're getting a first look. Come with me to Coach Store in Soho, New York to experience the first ever AR storefront. Coach partnered with 010 to create a window display that allows you to try on the Coach Tabby bag without even entering the store. Inside, there are 8 different digital variations of the Tabby with effects you can choose from and try through an AR mirror. I keep on going to this butterfly one. It's gorgeous. Here's me figuring out the mirror sends you photos of you wearing the pieces to share on your socials. Not in New York? Don't worry. You can try all the digital tabbies at home through the 010 app.
So for the first time ever, Americans are buying more online than in physical stores. In 2025, e-commerce is accounting for over 50% of US retail stores. This historic shift means the future really is online. So if you're thinking to start an online business, this is the perfect time. The trend is only going up from here. Now question this yourself. Do you prefer buying online or in-store?
Do you prefer online shopping or physical stores?
Online shopping. I'm too lazy to go outside. So I'm buying everything online, yeah.
偏网购多一些. Online shopping, it's easy. Physical shopping, maybe sometimes you can't find everything in the store. You have to wait and they will bring it back.
No, nearly never.
Why?
I like to go more in a shop to see it, to touch it, and to ask for some quality issues.
There are some clothes that I can buy from online, but there are some clothes that I'm gonna want to try and see it for my eyes before buying it.
If you are buying something that is heavy, probably you'd better do it online so you don't need to, carry it on your shoulders. That would be a good option.
Moving everything online is a fantastic idea. To be honest with you, I'm not 100% comfortable with that, especially when it has to do with food. I know we have supermarkets that you can order online and they will deliver your food, but quality control, how fresh is the food? What if the food has got mold? What if the expiration date is being tampered? Of course, they actually do tamper that. Let me don't act like I don't know. But you get what I'm trying to say. Some people would prefer seeing the food they're buying, the veggies they're buying, face to face, touching it, rather than placing order online and someone is delivering it to them. It's up to you. People want different things. Let me know which you would prefer in the comment section. Are you happy that Walmart is going online? This is speculation. Or would you prefer them still maintain their physical store? What do you think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments section.